Lee & Associates, accountants located at 3127 North Oak Street Extension in Valdosta, Georgia, has been serving its clients since 1993. With CPAs on staff, Lee & Associates offers individual and corporate income tax preparation, as well as small business services such as bookkeeping, payroll, and monthly and quarterly tax filings. Call us today at 229-247-1040 to set up an appointment for a free initial consultation with one of our experienced accountants.
Farmers and Merchants Bank has been helping people with their financial needs for over 100 years, and FMB is right here in Lakeland, Georgia to serve you. Whether you need personal banking with checking and savings accounts, money market and IRAs, or business banking with checking, cash management, and loans, FMB is also your lending solution for both personal and business. Whatever your banking needs, Farmers and Merchants Bank remains committed to be the best of the best. North Carter Street in Lakeland. Go Dogs! Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Lakeland Drug Company has been Lakeland's hometown pharmacy since 1950. They're more than just medicine, offering personalized service, a drive-up window, and a delivery service. Located at 42 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia, you can call 229-482-3677 or visit them online at lakelanddrug.com. Lakeland Drug Company, more than medicine, and a proud supporter of Lanier County Bulldogs.
Gentlemen, welcome here to the Lanier County Network for our first coaches show of the season. Even though the season is getting towards the playoff time, no, I'm not going to say the end, towards the playoff time, we're here with Coach Joel Stites, head coach of our Bulldogs, and Coach Timothy Rose, his assistant. Going to talk some Bulldog basketball this afternoon, or this evening rather. It's after 6 p.m. So we'll say evening. Coach, y'all doing okay this afternoon?
Yes, sir.
Doing well.
Glad to be here.
Good. We're typically we had been doing this up at the Huddle House, and was telling the coaches here that with COVID-19, it's kind of hard to take one of the tables away from them. So decided to set up here at the press table, and I think it's going to turn out pretty good. It might be a new location for us to do basketball here in the future. Wanted to talk a little bit about the season the regular season is kind of wound down for us, and tell us a little bit about how did you meet some of your goals? I hope we did. I think we did. And
sure.
How the season went along.
I mean, you always have high expectations, or you should, and we did too. You could throw out a lot of excuses this year. That's for sure. Probably more than any other year, but it's kind of a waste of time. We just try to work as hard as we could every day and get better every day. That's kind of our desire as coaches, and we've been doing it for a while. And I think we hit some of those things. Of course, there's a few times where we could have done this or that a little bit better, but that's why you play the games, and that's why we get to keep playing games.
That's right. Finished the year 14-5 overall, 11-3 in the region, with a 2 seed. And y'all didn't know this because you guys were not here. Y'all came in, took over this program, and thought, hey, we're going to play basketball like we always have. the thought around town was we're going to be down this year. Y'all didn't know that.
Oh, no, we were told that.
No, y'all were told that?
Oh,
but
yeah.
y'all didn't believe it because y'all didn't skip a beat.
No, I mean,
so,
you think you're going to lose, you'd lose.
That's right. And that's a good mentality. I like that. I've always felt that way. If you don't believe you can win when you step on the court or field, you're probably not going to win. Also believe you practice like you play, and I believe if you got to dress for success. If you look good, you'll do good. So, kind of few of my mottos. But we came in 14-5. Probably could have got to close to the 20-win mark had we not had to done away with some non-region contests because of the virus and everything that was going on. You agree? I see you shaking your head, so
oh, yeah.
I'm sure you agree with me.
Sure. I mean, this isn't our first rodeo. I know it's our first time here.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we love playing as many games as we can. I think we played 25 games plus for as long as I can remember, honestly.
That's right.
I think it's the first time in, I think, almost 10 years we haven't hit 15 wins. But, with the concessions only playing, the games that we played, we'll take it.
That's right. I agree. I noticed here recently a few of our region opponents were continuing to play their non-region games. And I thought it was a wise decision of you all to put those aside and say, hey, there's more important things than, we got playoffs to look forward to. And, I saw some guys playing, here recently, and I'm thinking, they're jeopardizing all of our season by doing that. That was just my opinion. I mean, y'all may not want to talk about that, but, I mean, to me, you guys done the right thing by canceling those non-region games.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It just came down to what was going to be best for our kids. And we we had a great game against Berrien. We had a great game against Tifton or Thomasville. And we got popped on both those games. And, we're out for 2 weeks. So, we just couldn't afford to do that again. So, we're blessed to be able to play those games early. But when it comes down to it, we got to play region games. We got to win region games. And we got to make the playoffs. And all those goals that are right there for us, they can disappear real quick with the times that we're in. That's
exactly right. 14 days is you wiped out of the tournament.
We know we've been there.
You're done. So we missed some games there, made them up, but in region games. But 14 days. I know I've had a kid that missed 4 out of 9 football games. He wasn't very happy, and so I can see missed basketball games. We play 3 a week sometimes, 4 a week with the way our region opponents continue on in football, and they have to make up games.
That's right.
We played 4 and 5 games in a week, seemed like, so it'd be kind of tough to do. Move along to we'll talk a little bit about the region tournament. It's going to start this week. Of course, we don't play until Saturday night.
5:30.
5:30 over in Quitman, Georgia, and it's kind of an unusual setup. Brooks County, I don't typically agree with this, but, I guess that's what the region decided was to let Brooks host everything but the finals. Irwin County, they're the number 1 seed, and they may have to play Brooks on their floor in the semifinals.
Yes. Yeah, well, I guess they may.
Yeah, they got to play. Brooks has got to play clinch.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of going to be tough. And that's Irwin County's only loss of the year in the region was on that court by 13 points. Glad it's them, not us. We got the 2 seed, but still,
Sure. We had one of our coaches there scouting that game that night, and on a given night that can happen.
That's right. But talking about that, Turner County and Charleston County will play in the quarterfinals on Friday afternoon.
Friday 8:30.
Friday at 8:30. I'm sure y'all have somebody there if y'all not there yourself watching that thing.
We'll be there.
We play the winner of that. We'll play the winner of Turner County and Charleston. Turner was the 3 seed in the region. Charleston was the 6 seed. They'll play. Whoever wins will see us Saturday afternoon at 5:30 for a chance to make it to the region championship game. And I know I see you smiling. I know that's what both of you want to do, is get there and get another shot at them Irwin County Indians, even if it will be on their home floor.
That's fine. We just want to be there. But we've got to take care of business on on Saturday night, and that's got to come first.
That's right. Of course, the teams that play on Saturday, if you're on the floor Saturday, either in a boys or girls game, you're going to go to the state playoffs. That's right. We know we're going. We wrapped up that 2 seed, and we're going to state playoffs regardless of we want to win.
Sure.
Regardless, we're going to go to the state playoffs, and I believe that starts on February 23rd. That's kind of jumping ahead a little bit, but that's something that's in our crosshairs anyway.
Us coaches have to jump ahead. I mean, you gotta do your homework early.
That's right. So region tournament, I think, is going to be very entertaining this year. I know y'all are just coming over. Be first time y'all been to a region tournament in Region 2, I guess, but this is the most balanced I have saw this region I can ever remember. This region is balanced. I mean, anybody from, I would say, 1 through 6 could win a ball game. Y'all tend to agree with me on that one?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Coach Rose said, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We played a lot of close ball games. We won a lot of close ball games. I believe we're tested and are prepared because of winning those close ball games.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you got to play that 32-minute game, and we've been battling with that all year long. I mean, anyone's watched us play. I mean, if we could put 32 minutes together, we'd be a tough out. Just working on, the things that we work on tonight is just being able to finish, and the way you finish is I mean, really kind of the way we start. I mean, with great defense, and we talked about it tonight. What we said, 4 or 5 of our games, we held teams under 15?
Yeah, under 15.
In the first quarter.
Yep, in the first quarter.
And that was a goal. If we could keep all those teams under 15 a quarter, 10 to 15, we're in pretty good shape. But we just have to maintain that consistency. And they're still kind of learning the way we want to do it. They want to get out half court and go smack the floor and play D, and our problem is we watch guys get beat off the dribble and get to the rim, and we're packing it in and doing a little something different with a pack line D and trying to play inside that 3-point line. And, we've done well at it when we do it. And we're just trying to get these guys to just keep trusting that and see what happens.
I understand. We're looking forward to competing and winning that region championship, even if it is on Irwin County's floor. We have all the confidence that can happen. Hard to beat a team 3 times, and hard to beat our team 3 times. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, shoot, we don't care where it is. We'll go play on concrete outside.
There you go. There you go. I'll tell you, how old I am here. We practiced on the asphalt in middle school ball when I was in school here, and down where the Robert Patton Detention Center is. It used to be the middle school, and there was an asphalt court out there, and that's where we practiced at. They didn't give us a gym. We didn't have this other school over here. So we got to play over here, but we didn't get to practice over here. So.
Just a few years back, I suppose.
Just a few years back. So some of them guys said, I played on that stage up there. Well, that stage is excellent compared to playing on that blacktop down there.
For sure.
So, yeah, we had been a lot of Bulldog basketball games that I've saw, and I've really enjoyed this season.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Jeremy, why don't we step aside and take a break and hear some word from our sponsor and catch our breath right quick, and we'll come back and talk a little more.
Lee & Associates, accountants located at 3127 North Oak Street Extension in Valdosta, Georgia, has been serving its clients since 1993. With CPAs on staff, Lee & Associates offers individual and corporate income tax preparation, as well as small business services such as bookkeeping, payroll, and monthly and quarterly tax filings. Call us today at 229-247-1040 to set up an appointment for a free initial consultation with one of our experienced accountants.
Farmers and Merchants Bank has been helping people with their financial needs for over 100 years. And FMB is right here in Lakeland, Georgia to serve you. Whether you need personal banking with checking and savings accounts, money market and IRAs, or business banking with checking, cash management, and loans, FMB is also your lending solution for both personal and business. Whatever your banking needs, Farmers and Merchants Bank remains committed to be the best of the best. North Carter Street in Lakeland. Go Dogs! Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Lakeland Drug Company has been Lakeland's hometown pharmacy since 1950. They're more than just medicine, offering personalized service, a drive-up window, and a delivery service. Located at 42 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. You can call 229-482-3677 or visit them online at lakelanddrug.com. Lakeland Drug Company, more than medicine, and a proud supporter of Lanier County Bulldogs.
Here live on the Lanier County Network here at the Doghouse with for our first coaches show of the year. We mentioned that it's kind of late in the season, but we battled COVID and all this trying to get these things in, and we finally was able to put it together. I'm glad to be here talking with Coach Stites and Coach Rose and talking Bulldog basketball, and it's always fun to do that. You know, in Lanier County, we love basketball, and we don't mind talking about it anytime. Coaches, we talked in the break there. Y'all had discussed how we was 14-5 on the year overall, and of those 5 losses, talk about a little bit about how you saw those games and how we were looking there. And I didn't even realize what you were saying, but that explains a whole lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, 4 out of our 5 losses were to teams who had been at least ranked in the top 10 at some point during the season in their respective classification. And the other one was Tifton, who is a 7A team. So, you know, and we really thought that we could have won all of those games. You know, in hindsight, it's 2020, but it's one of those things where, you know, we won the games we were supposed to. We feel like, and we doggone could have won them all. Lost 1 game at home all year. So that's something we really take a lot of pride in, is trying to win at home, and Lord willing, we'll get another chance to do it again, you know, here in the playoffs.
That's right. The Tiff County team is usually a perennial power in 7A. They haven't been ranked this year, but typically they're in the hunt up there in 7A. They usually make the playoffs, and we go a round or two, get to Sweet 16. They've won some state championships over there, so they're a quality opponent, especially right out of the gate like that. You go over to Lowndes, and you walk in there, and the guys are looking around like, man, we don't play in a place this big, and big old team, and all these folks, and go in there and compete. That says a lot, especially right there at the beginning of the year with a new system. You guys are new to them, and it was really impressive. Even though we lost the ball games, it still showed that, hey, we're still here and we're still going to make some noise, and that happened throughout the year.
Yeah, and to add to that, even with our football guys, they were here for a half a day maybe.
Yeah, one day.
So they didn't get any conditioning, any of that kind of stuff. We went straight into teaching them our plays, and we're on the place on Ville and Tilden. So
there you go. Thomasville, always a perennial power there in AA. Them and Berrien, and we played Berrien here. Didn't get to go over there, of course. We talked about that a little earlier, but nice, impressive win against Berrien. It had been a few years since we played Berrien. For obvious reasons, we were battling power rankings, and if we lose to Berrien and they don't win a bunch of ball games in AA, it really hurts you. But they're a bigger school, so they should beat you, you think, but they don't. We come over here and we get to play them again, and I think that meant a lot to the community that we were getting to play an old rival that we was not getting to play here recently.
Yeah, I think anytime you go out and play someone that's maybe perceived at least better than you, bigger than you for sure, size-wise. Your record may not be as pretty at the end of the year, but boy, the dividends it gives you. Look at us. We lost our first 2 games, and I think we won 12 in a row.
Yeah.
After that,
right.
So what did it do for us? Those 2 losses are in the rearview mirror anyway, but they did definitely help us, and I think that's something that we'd like to do. Our vision you know, in the future would be to go play those big teams that, you know, maybe supposed to thump us. And then, you know, wait, when you get out there, it's just 5 guys on 5 guys.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, the classifications don't really mean anything. Just 5 guys and a few on the bench and a few coaches and going at it. And so it can be a very entertaining, and we've had a lot of entertaining games. The season has been a success thus far. We talked during the break. You guys said you came in with a vision. Talk a little bit about that vision.
Yeah, so basically when we came in, we knew we had a couple seniors. 2 of them played football, Zay and Rashad. And then we got Braden and Gresson came in, and we wish we'd get more time with them. We missed the summer.
That's right.
And so that kind of hurt us for sure. But basically coming in, even with our guys that we had, they were already told also, like, hey, you guys weren't going to be doing too well this year and that kind of stuff. And so we had to come in and make them believe, like, hey, you know, we can be good also. And so moving forward, that's what we're planning on doing, building a better culture in regards to having the guys where they believe in it, believe in themselves, believe that you got a chance to make it out, and that kind of stuff. So just building that into them, and even some of our guys, they have no idea about the NCAA clearinghouse, the ACT, SAT, the stuff that you need to make it to the next level. And so just kind of working on building that kind of stuff in them as young men so they can become, you know, positive, successful in the future.
Yes, sir. And honestly, you know, we can see that stuff already happening as, you know, as you draw near to the playoffs and everything. We've seen the culture, you know, evolve.
Good. We got a long way to go.
Yeah.
But that's good. And you know, we've heard that from some people. And you know, that's good. That's something to be proud of. Good, you know, good for the guys, you know. I mean, they're, you know, we know these kids, and I mean, you know, their kids are kids, but we care a lot about them. We do, and they know that, and you know, there's a lot of good kids, and you know, sometimes we got to remind ourselves that they're kids. And
That's right.
We were all dummies once.
That's right. I think you and I talked about that one night on the phone.
We did.
You know, you know, you're working with 13, 14 to 18-year-olds.
That's
so,
right.
I mean, they're still kids. Things are going to happen. And,
They are.
you know, it's not the NBA.
No.
Of course, the NBA don't always act right either, but
Yeah.
still they're not adults. So, but yeah, and I'll tell you, I don't want to embarrass you here, but you know, when you hear things like I heard, you know, that wasn't on the air when the kid goes to leave and he walks out the door and he says, "Love you, coach." That tells you that there's some positive things going on. It really does, you know. Things like that makes you see that things that happen here on the court ain't all that happens in the game of basketball and in Lanier County basketball.
Oh, I mean, I can say, like Tim and Coach Stites and Coach Jace, I mean, I've got a great staff, and I mean, we really, really pour into these guys, and you know, we care a lot about them, and it's very much more than just basketball. We want, like Tim said, we want to train these guys up to be, you know, good businessmen, good husbands, you know, good fathers. You know, those things never leave you. You know, basketball does. I mean, you know, LeBron's great, but one day he's going to be done. You know, Tom Brady's trying to prove everyone wrong, but
That's
he's
right.
going to end up too. And you know, we want these guys to be able to do something after basketball.
Mm-hmm. There was a coach here once that coached football, and I won't call his name because I don't know, you know, I just won't do that. But one of his things was that everybody always plays their last game, and so everybody has a last game. It may be here, it may be in college, it may be in the pros, but everybody has a last game.
That's right.
And all righty, well, we'll move along, and before we go into this region tournament, I mean, I hope that I get a good answer out of this next question. Is how's the overall health of our team? How are we looking health-wise? Is everybody pretty much in good shape? You may not want to share that. There may be other coaches tune in and listen to this kind of stuff sometimes, but is everybody looking in pretty good shape? You can even tell a little fib if we need help.
No, I think everyone's, you know, all considering, everyone's doing well. EJ and Quan took on a ton of minutes for us this year, and we're well aware of that. So we, you know, rest them up and that kind of stuff in practice when we get a chance to. And I mean, they you know, you want to have your best guys on the court, and they're aware of that, and they hate coming off the court. They love the game.
That's right.
And so, but I mean, it's all little nick and necks here. I mean, they're just fine. They'll be right.
That's good. That's good. 19 games, it's got to take a toll on you, no matter if you're 14 years old or 50 like I am. You 19 games is rough.
Hey, listen, practice was rough tonight. I mean, we were on a court with them. We did a little controlled scrimmage, and we tried to duplicate, one of our opponents tonight. And boy, I'm gonna have a sore morning, but
that's right.
But that's okay.
That's right.
That's all right.
That's right. So, tell you what, let's step aside one more time, and we come back. We're going to talk about who we could see after the region tournament when we move on to the state playoffs.
Awesome.
Lee and Associates, accountants located at 3127 North Oak Street Extension in Valdosta, Georgia, has been serving its clients since 1993. With CPAs on staff, Lee and Associates offers individual and corporate income tax preparation, as well as small business services such as bookkeeping, payroll, and monthly and quarterly tax filings. Call us today at 229-247-1040 to set up an appointment for a free initial consultation with one of our experienced accountants.
Farmers and Merchants Bank has been helping people with their financial needs for over 100 years, and FMB is right here in Lakeland, Georgia to serve you. Whether you need personal banking with checking and savings accounts, money market and IRAs, or business banking with checking, cash management, and loans, FMB is also your lending solution for both personal and business. Whatever your banking needs, Farmers and Merchants Bank remains committed to be the best of the best. North Carter Street in Lakeland. Go Dogs! Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Lakeland Drug Company has been Lakeland's hometown pharmacy since 1950. They're more than just medicine, offering personalized service, a drive-up window, and a delivery service. Located at 42 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. You can call 229-482-3677 or visit them online at lakelanddrug.com. Lakeland Drug Company, more than medicine, and a proud supporter of Lanier County Bulldogs.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Lanier County Coaches Show here on the Lanier County Network. We're sitting here talking with Coach Stites and Coach Rose, talking Lanier County basketball. We've discussed the region tournament and talked about how our season went along, and want to talk a little bit now about the state playoffs. I've done a little bit of research. I do know that we match up with Region 3 once we get to the state playoffs. And in Region 3 right now, the top 4 teams over there is Portal, which is the turpentine capital of the world, Claxton, Georgia, which is better known for chicken and fruitcakes, Metter, Georgia, and ECI, Emmanuel County Institute. We matched up with ECI, and I want to say it was last season. I may be incorrect, but we played ECI, and we didn't really have a whole lot of trouble with those guys. Not that they haven't worked harder and improved, but Portal, I don't know how their region's set up, because it shows Portal played like 12 region games and were 11-1, and it shows Claxton played 7 region games and was 6-1. That just don't add up. Max Preps isn't always right. Can't always trust them for your information, but every team over there played each other like we do, home and away, but it appeared that some of those games didn't count. Wow. So like Claxton went into the final game of the season against Portal. They had to go over to Portal and play them over there. Claxton went into that game 13-0.
Right.
They lost,
Yep.
and they became the 2 seed. And I don't know if they have a region tournament. I really don't know. I have some friends over that way. I'm going to try to ask them and see if we can get some more information. But as of right now, Portal is the 1 seed, Claxton the 2, Metter the 3, and ECI the 4. Will they have a region tournament? Change those seedings around like ours could very well do. I really don't know, but we want to be in those top 2 spots like we are right now so that we host a playoff game here, which we hope would be against someone like either one of their 3 or 4 seeds.
Yeah, I've job of coaches to think ahead. You want your players to be just concentrating on the next game, and they've done a good job of that. But I've watched all 4 teams play already. It's a little bit like our league. I mean, there wasn't a huge differential in some of the scores.
Mm-hmm.
So, those top 4 teams. I mean, I think the other night, I think ECI lost by like 7 to Claxton, so or 9. But close enough games where, on a given night, who knows? But some good teams. I think ECI actually played Charlton County this year, and Charlton beat them by 4, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't know if that matters a whole lot, but you're trying to figure out everything you can.
That's right. And like I say, Max Preps is about our only outlet there to look at records and things. And we looked on there and we saw, Portal or Claxton, I can't remember which one. We said, oh, man, those guys beat Montgomery County and those guys beat Trutland. Well, we're thinking, man, they must be pretty good because Montgomery County and Trutland is some schools that eliminated us here at Lanier County in recent years in playoffs. They sent us to the house in the Elite 8 or the Sweet 16, somewhere in that area. And you look and you see the teams that you're fixing to possibly play against in the first round of the state tournament have knocked off those guys. You think, man, we got a tough opponent. But then you look and you do a little bit more research and you see that Trutland's down this year, Montgomery County's down this year. So you think, oh, you feel a little bit better about it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess our goal is just to, first of all, we told our guys tonight that we were proud of them for earning the opportunity to be in the state playoffs. I mean, that doesn't come easy, and it didn't. But, we have already garnered that, and, they can't take that away from us. That's something that we have earned and that we can be proud of. But, obviously we don't want to just be complacent. We want to go get what we can get. But we'll wait and see how everything, plays out, and we'll have a game plan for whoever we play. We'd love to play here.
Oh, yeah. It'd be good to have a home playoff game in the first round. It'd be good to have there's an opportunity where you win the region, you get that 1 seed. You definitely get, if you're the 1 seed, you definitely host the first 2 rounds.
Yep.
There'll be a universal coin flip to determine who hosts the 3rd round. Hopefully our side of the bracket. I think if you're the 1 seed, we don't know what side of the bracket we're on right now, obviously, but if you're the 1 seed, you would be on the bottom half of the bracket. So you want the bottom half of the bracket to win the coin flip if you're the 1 seed. And if you are, and you win the coin flip, you would host the 3rd round.
Mm-hmm.
If you host the 3rd round, and that's the Elite 8, happen to win that, you go over to Valdosta and play at the complex. So you really are at home, I would say, throughout the playoffs, because you're going to drive 20 miles over to the complex and play the semifinals and the finals. That would be perfect.
Yeah.
Now you guys get that done.
That's right.
Sounds great.
It sounds like
great.
a good plan, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I think we just gotta, just keep these guys' heads on straight and, just do the little things. I had a little list of goals this morning. I always try to go over, and we do a lot. It's the world we live in, but we do a lot of stuff texting these guys. We're in a group chat, and you should see how we do film now. It's crazy. We don't have to go sit in a room anymore. I mean, I'll cut film one night. I remember the night we lost to Turner. I couldn't sleep anyway.
Yeah.
I cut film for Charlton until 4 a.m. and all the guys had, I think, 23 or 24 clips, and it was sent out to each guy with instructions and what we needed to do, because we only had one day turnaround to play Charlton. Needed to have a bounce back win and here at home, and these guys all could get on the phones, laying in bed the next morning, and do their homework. And that's I'm not a huge technology fan, but that was nice to be able to do that. And then it shows up and come in here and get a double-digit win against Charlton. So
yeah, Charlton never knew what hit them.
That's what we were hoping for.
That night they never knew what hit them. So they gave us a game down there, but when they came over here, they really didn't know what hit them that night.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if we ain't doing our coin flip, Tim's doing it, because every overtime game I've lost. I don't think we've lost an overtime game, so maybe I need to guess wrong, but I've lost a coin tip in all our overtime games this year. So
is that right?
Every one of them, doggone it. But
well, I'll tell you how this goes though. Y'all new to GHSA, but the way it works is they flip a coin up in Thompson, and everybody, that one flip, it covers everybody.
Right.
Used to, the two coaches would meet up somewhere and somebody neutral would flip a coin. They quit that. They do one coin flip. It's in Thompson, and everybody on that side of the bracket gets heads. Everybody on the other side gets tails, and that's how it works.
That's good. Well, at least it won't be my fault.
That's right. And I've looked a little bit farther ahead. Should we get that 1 seed in that third round, if we lost that coin flip, we could very possibly go to Towns County. And if y'all don't know where Towns County is, you go to North Carolina. You take 3 paces back, and you're in Towns County, right in the middle of their gym. Towns County in February isn't what we want to do. It's going to be very cold. It's about a 6-hour bus ride, but hopefully we win that coin flip. We don't have any control over that.
Hey, listen, if we go to Towns County, I'm going to be just fine with that. I mean, that means we're there.
Yeah.
Funny, I've been in that gym so many times, Keith.
Is that right?
Yeah, we have a little cabin up in Blairsville. So they always have a Christmas tournament, and we're up there at Christmas, and I can't stay out of the gym. So I actually watched Towns play while we were up there this year. So I've actually seen them play. So I was like, well, I know they're ranked, so let's go up and watch them play. And so they got a good ball team this year.
That's right. And on the other side of that, should we get now I ain't looking at 3 seeds. We may go there, but we don't want to go there. So I looked at the 2 seeds. So should we end up as the 2 seed? Should we not defeat Irwin in the championship game? The 2 seed, you have to go to Dublin in round 2. Should Dublin win? But you got this. They may lose. But should Dublin win, you're in line to play Dublin in round 2. Fortunate enough to beat the Irish up there in Dublin. Then you get a trip to the number 1 team in Class A, Drew Charter. But to be the best team, you got to beat the best teams, and
Okay.
we've proven we could do it. We've proven we could play with anybody, I feel like.
Yeah, I think one thing that most folks would appreciate, regardless of anything else, is that our guys go hard for 32 minutes. I mean, there's no quit in them. Their effort's been really, really good this year. We're proud of that. If we could get that to happen in practice every day, we'd be better. And we're working at that. We had a really good practice tonight. We were proud of them. They were locked in. But I know we lost the other night to Irwin, but there was absolutely no quitting us. We fought all the way through, and that's something that we're proud of, because these guys come out and they're going to go play hard. That's
right. Yeah, and no matter what route we take, we got confidence in this team. We've seen that close ball game doesn't really matter. And we look at those teams and we say, oh, well, Dublin's in this rank, and that's just somebody's opinion. A ranking is you got to beat somebody on the floor to determine who wins the thing at the end. Drew Charter's undefeated. Nobody up in Atlanta's beat them, but they haven't played anybody from Region 2. So we don't know how good they are. Really, they don't know how good they are. They probably sitting there thinking, hey, we went to Lakeland a few years ago and they stomped on our heads. We don't want them to come up here. So, that's the kind of situation we in, I feel like, is anybody can win. And I think we have as good a shot as anybody.
That's right. Well, Tim and I talked about this a lot in years past, is that, there's only one team in each classification that ends their season on a win.
That's it.
And, that's nationwide. And so, number one, we're blessed just to be playing basketball this year.
We are.
And we are. And we're thankful and grateful for that. We're grateful for our fans. Even if it's virtual, we're grateful for you guys to be able to extend this opportunity for people to watch this at home in safety and comfort and still root for the Dogs. And
there's a big group of fans that sit right straight in front of us that haven't been able to make these games this year. They have missed out on they've never missed a game of just about, home or away. But they were able to watch on this network,
awesome.
and they have blessed us to be able to do it.
Awesome.
Because that group of fans is mostly the group of people that you hear sponsoring this network, and we really appreciate them doing that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks to all of them, because they make that possible. They wanted to hear it. We're just a bunch of guys that love basketball and love to run our mouth and have a good time. We told somebody the other day, they said, man, y'all crack us up. We said, well, look, we just really put a headset on and just enjoy the game like we would if we was over there watching the game, because that's what we would be doing. It's the exact same thing. You can just hear us at home. We don't even realize, after a while, when the game gets going, we don't even realize we got this on anymore. We're just a bunch of guys that enjoy talking about basketball while it's going on. So,
Well, we appreciate it. We do, and appreciate the support. And I know the guys do too.
Yeah. All right. If y'all don't have anything else, we'll wrap up this version of the show and hopefully come back. Jeremy's got a little something. Okay, Jeremy wanted to mention one more time. Don't want to leave out the ladies with it. We
Right.
didn't.
They got a big game on Friday.
They have a
night.
big game on Friday. They can make the playoffs, I believe, for the third consecutive year. I believe the ladies can, which is not a small feat in itself. They play at 4 p.m. on Friday afternoon against the Charlton County Maidens. If they knock off the Maidens, which they done right here on this court a few weeks ago, they will clinch a playoff spot, which will be, I believe, their third, possibly their fourth time this year. So if you can get out over there and see the ladies 4 p.m. Friday, if you can't, watch them right here on the network. Jeremy will be over there, be set up. Clint and I will be there right before 4, and we'll get the game going. Then the guys play the winner of Turner and Charlton at 5:30 on Saturday afternoon. Same thing. We would love to have you in Quitman cheering on these coaches and their players. If you can't make it out to Quitman, we'll be live momentarily sometime around 5:30. You never know when that game ahead of you is going to go into overtime or whatever. So we're going to say 5:30, but don't turn on and say, hey, well, they ain't doing the game. We're going to do that game. You can bet on that. We'll be there as long as nothing happens that we don't know about, but we'll be doing that game and bringing home a good win and being ready to prepare for the following week for the championship game on Friday the 19th.
Look forward to it.
All right. For Coach Stites, Coach Rose, Keith Newbern, y'all have a good evening.
Thank you.
Lee & Associates, accountants located at 3127 North Oak Street Extension in Valdosta, Georgia, has been serving its clients since 1993. With CPAs on staff, Lee & Associates offers individual and corporate income tax preparation, as well as small business services such as bookkeeping, payroll, and monthly and quarterly tax filings. Call us today at 229-247-1040 to set up an appointment for a free initial consultation with one of our experienced accountants.
Farmers and Merchants Bank has been helping people with their financial needs for over 100 years. And FMB is right here in Lakeland, Georgia to serve you. Whether you need personal banking with checking and savings accounts, money market and IRAs, or business banking with checking, cash management, and loans, FMB is also your lending solution for both personal and business. Whatever your banking needs, Farmers and Merchants Bank remains committed to be the best of the best. North Carter Street in Lakeland. Go Dogs! Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Lakeland Drug Company has been Lakeland's hometown pharmacy since 1950. They're more than just medicine, offering personalized service, a drive-up window, and a delivery service. Located at 42 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. You can call 229-482-3677 or visit them online at lakelanddrug.com. Lakeland Drug Company, more than medicine, and a proud supporter of Lanier County Bulldogs.